Hey everyone, this is Tim from Your Six Studios. Today in this video, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to connect your Nintendo Switch to your TV along with the best settings. So let's go ahead, jump in the video right now. So to connect our Nintendo Switch to our TV, we first have to set up our dock and connect all the cables. So this is the Nintendo Switch dock right here. If you go ahead and rotate it around, there is two USB ports right here. Now with these USB ports, we can go ahead and connect headsets just like this. If your headset comes with a small USB dongle, all you have to do is plug it into the side just like this. Then power on your headset, and you should be able to listen to your Nintendo Switch through the dock. So this is really great. Now we have to connect the power cord and the HDMI cable to our dock. So let's rotate around and flip open the back side. Now it's correctly labeled right here. AC adapter will be our power. Then there's an additional USB area right here, and then the HDMI out. So let's connect our cables to our Switch now. So this will be the power cord. So let's connect it to the top slot, just like this. And now it's connected. And make sure the wire goes into this opening gap right here, so we can close this up without pinching the wires. Now let's connect our HDMI cable. And this is what an HDMI cable will look like. And this one is correctly labeled HDMI right here on it. So let's connect this cable right here to HDMI out. So once we have this connected, we can close the back of the Nintendo Switch. So this is all set up on this end. All we have to do now is connect the Nintendo Switch by sliding it in just like this and dropping it down. Now before connecting it to your TV, you may want to go ahead and disengage the Joy-Con controllers so you can operate it from sitting on the couch. So to do that, just flip over your Nintendo Switch, locate the black buttons right here, press them, and then push up, just like this. So let's remove the Joy-Con controllers, and then we can put the Nintendo Switch back in the dock, just like that. And to turn on the Nintendo Switch, once you have your TV connected, there is a black button right here. We just have to hold this down, and it will turn on, as you can see. So now that we have these two Joy-Con controllers just to the side like this, there is extra little buttons that came with your Switch that we can slide these onto the Joy-Con controllers. So let's put these on, and we want to match up the plus and the plus on the top, and do the same thing with the other one over here too. So let's line up the buttons over here, so it's negative and negative at the top. Perfect. So we're all set to operate our Nintendo Switch from the couch. Let's go connect it to the TV now. Alright, so let's go ahead and connect my power cable to the wall outlet. Perfect. Just like this, and I should have power to my Nintendo Switch. Now let's connect the HDMI cable to the back of my TV. So on my TV, I have 3 different HDMI slots I can plug this into. So I'm going to locate HDMI 3 right here and just plug it in because that's an open slot. Now remember the name that's addressed to the HDMI slot. So this one is HDMI 3. This will be helpful when we're trying to switch over the input or the source on our TV so we can bring up the Nintendo Switch and have it display. Okay, so I'm going to make sure my Nintendo Switch is on by holding down this button now. And then once it's turned on, I'm going to go ahead and put it back into the dock. Okay, so now we have to turn on our TV. So I'm going to press the big power button right here on my remote and turn my TV on. Then on my TV, I'm going to go to the source options or input and select this button right here and bring open the source menu. Now you can see HDMI 3 is located right there. Let's scroll to it and then select it with my middle button here. And if it's not connecting, go ahead and press the power button on the Switch. Otherwise, use the Joy-Con controllers. On the Joy-Con controller, my orange one, there is a small home button. All I have to do is press the home button and my switch should turn on. Now what we can do is go to the different settings on the switch itself. So let's go over to System Settings and select A here and just get everything set up. Now let's scroll on down until we get to the different settings for the TV. So right here, TV settings. Then go over to TV resolution. I have mine set to automatic, but these are the different options. 1080p will be the best, and that's probably what most TVs will be nowadays. However, I suggest leaving it to automatic in case you plug into a TV that is not 1080p. So leave it to automatic. Then for RGB range, leave this on automatic as well. Just screen size will be good to do. Let's select this. And we want to make sure we have the outline of the TV cover up completely. And if we go down, we can adjust this, and this is how it will look like. So we want these arrows to be directly in the corners. So let's go to about 96% will be perfect for my TV. So I see the arrows are completely flush now with the sides. Perfect. Then screen burn and reduction is on. Reduce screen brightness after 5 minutes of inactivity. So if you leave your Nintendo Switch on, it won't burn an image into your TV. So this is good to have on. So let's go on down to Match TV Power State. Now this is a cool feature. Now if your TV supports this and you turn off your TV, your Nintendo Switch will turn off. Or if you turn off your Nintendo Switch, your TV will turn off. So they're going to match the power state. It says when switching to TV mode with the console docked or when the console exits sleep mode, the TV will turn on. Turning off the TV will put the console in sleep mode. So if you have your Joy-Con controller and you're sitting on the couch, all you have to do is press the home button, your Nintendo Switch will turn on, and then your TV will turn on and go to the correct input. So the source will be displaying the Nintendo Switch on the TV. So let's go on down to TV sound now and select this. Now it's set to stereo. However, you may not want to set it to stereo. You may want to go to automatic, especially if you have like a sound bar or some other surround sound setup. It will just switch everything back and forth by itself. Now it says select test to play sound 6 times. Check to ensure the speaker is functioning. So let's go to test. So I'm hearing something come through my speakers right now. Now let's go into our TV options by pressing the menu button on my remote. And this will bring open my options here. And one thing we want to make sure is on is game mode. So let's go on down to system, and this may be available on your TV or it may not. I'm using a Samsung TV, and game mode will reduce the latency, the time it takes to make like a movement on your Joy-Con controller and have it display on the screen. Sometimes there's a small delay and it feels like it's a little bit laggy. So I'm under system now. Let's go on down until we get to the general area right here. And this should be similar on your TV if you're like on a Sony TV or a Vizio. And right at the top is game mode. So let's turn on game mode. This is for playing games. And what this says is accelerate speed of video games running from the game console connected to the TV. There may be a slight degradation in graphic quality. However, it's going to feel like it's much more responsive and better. Now you can go up to your picture settings and adjust your screen to make sure it looks like it's accurate with the colors. So for me, I typically go ahead and lower my contrast to about 70. So let's lower this down to about here, right here. Now it's not going to be as bright, but we can always increase the backlight. So this is good around 15. So my sharpness is at 50. Let's just lower this down to about 10. And then here's brightness. I usually keep my brightness around 50. If you go too high, everything looks washed out and grayed out. So then you tend to lose like color if you have it way too high. So as you can see, as I lower it, the oranges start popping and everything else like the blues start popping a little bit more. As long as it's not too dark in the game, having your brightness a little bit lower can be beneficial. Then here is color right here. Now my color is at 50. I'm going to go ahead and increase this until I get a better pop for like the reds and the oranges. So you don't want to overdo the colors, otherwise it's going to look way too vibrant. But let's go ahead and keep my color around 80, 85. So this is looking good right there. Alright, so now you are ready to play your Nintendo Switch and you have it connected to your TV. If this video did indeed help you out, go ahead and leave it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below for more tech help videos coming up next on Your Six Studios.